Welcome to Vinyasa Flow 1.5. Today I will be doing a voiceover because on the recording the sound didn't go well. And also today Carly is joining me in our practice. I will be pointing some alignment cues to her. So let's begin by just sitting comfortable in a crossed legs or in any position you want to sit on. Roll your shoulders to the back, your chin is parallel to the floor. And let's take a moment to really arrive into our practice. A moment to connect with our body, to bring awareness into our space. And then just for a moment, draw your attention into your physical body and feel the lengthening into your spine, making a space between each vertebrae, elongating towards the sky by every inhale. Feel the foundation, your sit bones, your legs grounded onto your mat. And then draw your attention into your breathing, inhaling and exhaling through your nose. Try to lengthen your inhale and your exhale. If Ujjayi breath is within your practice, this is the moment for you to start with Ujjayi breath, which is done by the gentle constriction of the back of your throat, producing an audible breath similar to the ocean waves. Try to find an even length between your inhale and your exhale, just to say 4 counts inhaling and 4 counts exhaling. And try to maintain really close connection with every move and with your breathing. Respect your body, embrace your possibilities. Let's take a moment of silence. Just arrive completely into your mat. And then bring your hands together in front of your heart center and maybe set an intention for your practice today. An intention can be physical, spiritual, emotional, something you can take for the rest of the day with you. Beautiful. All right, let's begin by bring your arms overhead, inhale, and exhale, lower release. Inhale, bring and use the whole capacity of your lungs. And exhale, gently turn to your right side, lower your right hand onto your right knee. Inhale to lengthen, make a space. And exhale to deepen over to your right side. Inhale, bring your arms overhead. And exhale, turn over to your left. Bring your right hand onto your left knee, lengthen your spine, inhale. And exhale to deepen over to your left side. Inhale, arms up. And exhale, cactus your arms, bring your elbows down towards the floor. Inhale. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, lower down. So, do your hands in front of you and try to activate the 4 corners and the palm of your hands onto the floor. Also activate your finger pads Maybe walk with your hands one step further. And again, try to activate every corner of the palm of your hand onto the floor, your finger pads. Maybe one step deeper. And press gently with your hands and the fingertips. And then slowly walk back. Inhale, bring your arms overhead. And exhale, bring your right arm down towards the floor and lean over to your right side. Exhale, softening your right elbow, maybe looking up to your left side, feeling the opening of the left side of your rib cage. Inhale, bring your arms up. Exhale, lower your left arm down towards the floor and reaching out over to your left side. Feel the opening of the left or right side of your rib cage. Inhale, bring your arms overhead. And exhale, release, hands onto the floor. All right, let's take a moment for a few rounds of cat and cow. So find your way into all fours, table pose. Hands underneath your shoulders, your knees underneath your hips into a nice square alignment for a table pose. Now beginning by inhaling, collarbone goes up, chest to the front, look up, tailbone comes up into the sky. Exhale, round your spine, tucking your tailbone under, maybe looking at your belly button, engage your core muscles. Inhale, lifting your chest up, collarbone to the front, round, and then exhale, round your spine, belly button against your spine, tucking your tailbone under. Inhale one more time, and exhale to round, and maybe to hold for a couple of seconds. Engage your core. Beautiful. Go back to neutral. And then take your right leg to the back, left arm to the front, engage your core. Inhale, lifting your left and your arm. Exhale to stay for a moment, core stability. Inhale, and exhale, elbow to knee, knee to elbow, round your spine, engage your core. Inhale to extend your leg and your arm. Exhale to bend your right knee and touch your right heel with your left hand. Try to maintain that knee hip level and see if you can square your shoulders and your hips. Inhale, reach out with your leg and your arm. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, and exhale, touch. And just inhale, reach out, and exhale, bring your hand onto the floor and take your right leg across over to your left side, maybe tucking your toes under from that right leg. And then give me one step with your arms toward your left side, one step, in and hold. See if you can look up your right foot over your left shoulder. That's a nice stretching and opening on the right side of your body. Let's go back with your hands into underneath your shoulders. And then take your right leg all the way to the right 90 degrees. I want you to hide your heel behind your toes, completely hidden. So, tucking your toes under from your left foot. And then give me one step forward with your hands. Inhale. And then exhale, sit back onto your left heel, connecting your sit bone with your left heel. Just feel the opening of the right side, your inner thighs, your chest, your shoulders. Very nice sensation in this stretch. Connect with your breathing. And then inhale, coming back into our all fours or table pose. And this time you're going to extend your left leg to the back and take your right arm to the front. Inhale to lift. And then exhale, bring your elbow to your knee, knee to your elbow, engage your core. Inhale, lengthening and reaching out. Exhale, bend your left knee, touch your left heel with your right hand. Inhale. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale. And exhale, touch. Inhale to reach out. Exhale, bring your right hand to the floor and take your left leg across to the right side, maybe tucking your toes under from your left foot. Beautiful. Walk with both hands to the right side, one step, one short step. And see if you can look your left foot over your right shoulder. Feel the opening of the left side of your rib cage. Walk back with your hands and bring your leg back all the way onto the left, 90-degree angle. Hide your heel behind your toes. Make sure you're tucking your toes under from your right foot. One step forward with your hands. Inhale. And then exhale, sit back onto your right heel, connecting your right sit bone with your right heel. Feel the opening of the inner thigh of your left leg, your chest, shoulders, back. Breathe through it. Breathe through your sensations. Go back to your table pose, all fours. Tucking your toes under and elevate your knees from the floor. Inhale, and then exhale, sit back toward your heels. Open your knees sideways. Inhale to go back into the floating table and touching with your right knee behind your right elbow. Exhale, sit back, open your knees sideways, deepening your chest. Inhale, touch with your left knee, your left elbow. Exhale, sit back. Inhale, touch right knee, right elbow. Exhale, sit back onto your heels, open your knees sideways, deepening your chest. Inhale, take your left knee toward your left elbow, and exhale, sit back toward your heels, open your knees sideways. Beautiful. Inhale into a floating table. Exhale, elevate your hips onto the sky. Our first downward dog. So take a moment before you settle down into your downward dog. You can pedal, walk your dog, just wiggle around. Just take any movement you need to do before you settle down into your dog. Be aware of the sensations. Remember, sensations are the little voices talking to your body, telling you, this is it, I'm not ready, this is enough for me today. So always listen to your body. See what is right for you today. Lifting your heels up. Come into a plank position. Hands underneath your shoulders. Make sure you don't collapse onto your shoulders. Inhale. Hug your elbows in. Exhale, lower all the way down to the floor. Untuck your toes. Take your hands off the mat, cupping your fingers, and point your elbows up toward the sky. And then we're going to inhale for a medium cobra, bending your right knee and maybe looking over your right shoulder. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, medium cobra, bending your left knee, look over your left shoulder. Exhale. Inhale, bending both knees, medium cobra. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, medium cobra, bending both knees. Exhale, lower down. Excellent. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders. Roll your shoulders to the back. And elevate your torso into a gentle medium Bhujangasana. Exhale, lower down. Tucking your toes under. Inhale, elevate yourself into a plank position, and exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Lifting your heels up, wave your spine into a plank position. Inhale, and exhale, lower down, half wave, half plank, Chaturanga. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Respect your body. Listen to the sensations in your body. Look, bend your knees, look into your hands, and gently walk towards the front. Line up your toes with your fingers. Big toes together, heels slightly apart. Inhale, halfway lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lengthen. Your spine goes neutral and parallel to the floor if it's possible. And your hands on your shins. Open your arms sideways like in a T shape. Inhale. Engage your core muscles, supporting your lower back. Exhale, glide your body over to your right side like a bird. Inhale, center. And exhale, glide over to your left side. Maintain your core active. Inhale. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Soften your knees and slowly roll all the way up, one vertebra at a time. Just take your time, really slowly. At the end, roll your shoulders to the back and your chin goes parallel to the floor into Tadasana, mountain pose. Surya Namaskara A, sun salutation A. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana, tall mountain, bring your arms overhead. Exhale, hinge from your hips and forward fold into your Uttanasana. Ardha Uttanasana, inhale, halfway lengthen. And then exhale, step into a plank position. Hug your elbows in, lower down, half plank, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. And then exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog, holding here for a few breaths. Looking at your belly button maybe. Just make sure there is no tension in your neck. Bend your knees, look into your hands, and gently walk forward. Or step, float to the front of your mat. And exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Rise up, inhale, Urdhva Hastasana, tall mountain. And exhale, bring your hands by your side into your Tadasana. Second round, inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Ardha Uttanasana, inhale, halfway lengthen. And exhale, step or float into Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, upward facing dog. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. And hold here for a few breaths. Bend your knees, look into your hands, and step or float to the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway lengthen, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Rise up. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana, tall mountain. Bring your arms overhead, look up. And exhale, bring your hands by your side into your Tadasana. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana, tall mountain. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Ardha Uttanasana, inhale. Step or float, Chaturanga Dandasana. Exhale. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, upward facing dog. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Just reconnecting with your breathing. Make sure there is no tension in your neck. Dristi, looking at your belly button. Bend your knees. Look into your hands, step or float to the front of your mat. Inhale, halfway lengthen, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Engage your core muscle. Inhale, rise up, Urdhva Hastasana, tall mountain. Exhale, bring your arms by your side into your Tadasana, mountain pose. Surya Namaskara B, Sun Salutation B. Inhale, Utkatasana, chair pose. Now when you go into the chair pose, tucking your tailbone under so you flatten your lower back. Exhale, dive into your Uttanasana, forward fold. Ardha Uttanasana, inhale. Step or flow, Chaturanga Dandasana, exhale. Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, inhale, upper facing dog. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Engage your core muscles, stepping with your right foot between your hands. Lower your left heel onto the floor, heel to heel alignment. Inhale, rise up into Virabhadrasana, one warrior one. Bring your right hip to the front, your left hip to the front, your right hip to the back. Square your hips. Make sure your right knee is on top of your ankle. Inhale. Exhale, lower down, Chaturanga Dandasana. Upward facing dog, inhale. And exhale, downward facing dog. Engage your core. Stepping with your left foot between your hands. Lower your right heel onto the floor. Create a straight line between heel to heel. Inhale, Virabhadrasana, one warrior one. Check your alignment, left knee in front, right hip come forward, left knee go backwards. Inhale, and exhale, lower down, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Just 3 full cycles of breath. Ujjayi breath. Bend your knees, look into your hands. Step or flow to the front. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Utkatasana, chair pose, inhale. And exhale, Samastiti, heel. Bring your hands in front of your heart center. Beautiful. Second round, inhale, Utkatasana, chair pose. Exhale, dive into your Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, halfway lengthen. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, upward facing dog. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Bring the right foot between your hands, heel to heel alignment. Inhale, Virabhadrasana, warrior one. Square your hips, bring your left hip to the front. Exhale, lower down, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, upward facing dog. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Stepping with your left foot between your hands. Lower your right heel onto the floor. Inhale, Virabhadrasana 1. Activate the outer edge of your right foot onto the floor. Left knee on top of your ankle. Exhale, lower down, Chaturanga Dandasana. Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, inhale. Adho Mukha Svanasana, exhale. Holding for 3 full cycles of breath. Dristi to your navel, activating the front part of your thighs. Bend your knees, look into your hands. Step or flow to the front of your mat. Inhale, halfway lengthen, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Utkatasana, chair pose. Inhale, tuck in your tailbone under, maybe look up. And then exhale, Samastiti, heel. Just take a moment. Observe the quality of your breathing. Maybe it's too shallow, maybe it's too deep. Then you open your eyes, bring your arms by your side, Tadasana, mountain pose. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana, bring your arms overhead. Exhale, hinge from your hips, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lengthen. And then exhale, step with your left foot to the back, lower your left knee onto the floor into a low lunge. And tuck your toes from your left foot. Inhale, bring your arms up into a crescent moon, tucking your tailbone under, and then exhale, deepening gently onto your right knee. Make sure your right knee stays on top of your ankle. Feel the sensations in your body. On the hip flexors on the left side and your hip joint. Inhale. Bring your hands together, exhale, and place your thumbs at the end of your skull. Maybe hug your elbows in and open your chest into the sky. Feel the sensations. Open your heart. Maybe taking your arms and reaching out and overhead. Inhale and exhale, bring your hands down to the floor. Tucking your toes under from your left foot. And gently sit back towards a half split. You want to maintain a line, your left hip on top of your left knee. Inhale gently. Exhale, forward fold. Fold over your right thigh, aiming to place your torso toward your right thigh. Inhale, halfway lengthen. Point your toes now. And then exhale, lifting your right leg off the floor. The intention is good enough. Just activate your core. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold over your right leg. Inhale. Point your toes. Exhale, lifting your leg. Engage your core muscles. Lower your right foot onto the floor. And then bend your right knee. Inhale, reach up with your arms. Exhale, swing the arms to the back, taking your left knee off the floor. Reaching back with your arms. Energize the back muscles and your triceps. Make sure your right knee stays on top of your ankle. Inhale into a crescent lunge. Exhale, swing those arms to the back. Inhale, crescent lunge. And exhale, bring your hands together in front of your heart center. Maintain your left heel elevated so your back leg is strong and active, so you don't collapse onto your left heel. Lean forward. Inhale. Exhale, our first twist, placing your left elbow on the outside of your right knee. Inhale. And exhale, pressing with your right hand onto your left to bring your thumbs in front of your heart center. Maybe looking to the back of your mat. Dristi to the back of your mat, maybe. Observe your breathing. And then inhale, and rebel. Bring your arms overhead. Crescent lunge. Exhale, one more twist. Bring your left arm to the front, right arm goes to the back. Inhale, reverse, revolve warrior. See if you can place your right hand behind your left knee. Soften your left elbow. Just feel the opening of the left side of your body for a moment. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, bring your hands down towards the floor. Frame your right foot in between. Inhale into a plank. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Upward facing dog, inhale. And then downward facing dog, exhale. Lifting your right leg up, inhale. And then exhale, bring that right foot between your hands. Lifting your right arm, inhale. Twisted lunge. Beautiful. Looking up to your right hand. And gently lower down your hand onto the floor and circle out. Inhale. Exhale, both feet are pointed over to your right side. And then you point with your right hand towards your left ankle, left foot. Deepening your left hip down towards the floor. Inhale, reach out your arm, place your hands onto the floor. Exhale, downward facing dog. Then your knees look into your hands, step or float into the front of your mat. Inhale, halfway lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise up. And exhale, bring your knee up, in front, and your hands in front of your heart center. Seated pigeon. Place your right foot on the left knee or onto your left thigh. Inhale. Exhale, sit back, gently sit down towards the floor. Maybe bring your elbows closer to your shin, deepening your seated pigeon if it's possible for you. Maybe reaching down with your hands onto the floor for our first arm balance. So you can place your hands firm onto the floor, engage your core, and try to bring that right knee close to your right triceps, and lifting your left foot off the floor. Maybe step back into a plank. Inhale. Exhale, lower down, chaturanga. Upward facing dog, inhale. And then downward facing dog, exhale. Just exploring together where we can go. Let's do this together in a very cautious way. Let's crisscross, walking forward toward your hands. Just releasing, leaving your hips, your legs, your back. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Ardha Uttanasana, inhale. This time you step with your right foot to the back, lower your right knee onto the floor, and tuck your toes. Make sure your left knee stays on top of your ankle. Line up your knee with your ankle. Maybe you can bring your right knee a little bit more to the back so you have a space to deepen your hips. Inhale, rise up, arms overhead. Now tucking your tailbone a little bit under so you avoid compressing your lower spine. Exhale, deepening onto your right hip. Feel the opening of the right side of your hip flexors and your hip joint. Inhale. And then exhale, bend your elbows and bring your thumbs at the end of your skull. Hug your elbows in, open your chest, open your heart. Just breathe through it. Maybe extend your arms to the back and look up to the sky, if that feels right for your neck, for your cervical spine. Inhale, and then exhale, bring your hands onto the floor, tucking your toes under, and then gently half split, lining up your right hip over your right knee, energizing your core. Flex your foot, flex your left foot, inhale. Don't walk with your hands to the back, but maintain your hands just next to your foot. You need to energize the core. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lengthen. Point your toes, engage your core. Exhale, lifting your left leg off the floor. Remember, it's not about your arms, it's about your core. Inhale and exhale, forward fold, falling over to your left thigh. Inhale, halfway lengthen. Exhale, point your toes, energize core, lifting your left leg up. Even the effort is good enough if you don't reach up with your leg. Take your arms overhead, inhale, and exhale, swing those arms to the back, tucking your toes under from your right leg, and then exhale, lifting your right knee off the floor. Crescent lunge. Exhale, swing those arms to the back. Beautiful. Inhale, crescent. Maintain your right hip elevated, right heel elevated. Inhale, hands in front of your heart center. And then exhale, twist over to your left, placing your right elbow on the outside of your left knee. Inhale. And exhale, pressing with your left hand onto your right to bring your thumbs in front of your right heart center. Deepening your twist, looking maybe over and down to the back of your mat. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, bring your right arm to the front, your left arm to the back. Beautiful. Try to line up. Shoulders, hips. Inhale, arms up. And then exhale, lower your hands down to the floor. Stepping back into a plank, lower down, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upper facing dog. And exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Inhale, three-leg dog, lifting your left leg up. And exhale, stepping all the way between your hands with your left foot. Lifting your left arm up. Inhale. Nice. Exhale, lower down your left arm, circle down towards the floor basically, and forward. Again, continue the circle and point both feet to the left. Lower your right hip towards the floor, pointing with your left hand towards your right ankle. Then inhale, go back into our lunge, plank position, and Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Bend your knees, look into your hands, step or flow to the front. Inhale, halfway lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Rise up, inhale, Urdhva Hastasana, tall mountain. Take your left knee with you up. Create strong foundation on your right foot. Hands in front of your heart center. Seated pigeon. Left foot onto your right knee or right thigh. Sit down towards the floor. And then see if you can even lower your hands down towards the floor, connecting your left knee with your left triceps and hooking your right foot onto your right triceps into our second arm balance. See if you can take your right foot off the floor. We're here just building up into a different sequences later on. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Reconnecting with your breathing. Lifting your right leg up, three-leg dog. Inhale. And exhale, stepping with your right foot between your hands. Lower your left heel onto the floor. I'm going to create this organic transition into a Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 2. Make sure your right heel is in one line straight with the arch of your left foot. Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 2. Right knee on top of your ankle. The outer edge of your left foot is energized, active onto the floor. And right knee is active to the outside, so make sure your right knee is not collapsing to the inside. And stuck your shoulders over your hips, maybe tucking your tailbone under a bit, softening that pressure onto that lower back region. Inhale, extending your front leg. Exhale, Utthita Trikonasana, triangle pose. Imagine there is a wall in front of you, a wall behind you, and you want to fit between these two walls. So you don't collapse at the front, you don't collapse at the back. Stay strong. Don't sacrifice depth for alignment. If you feel like you're going too far to the front with your chest, come out a little bit. Maybe you can micro bend your front knee if it's too much sensation on your right knee. Inhale into a reverse triangle. Look up to your hand, and maybe you can place your Left hand behind your left knee. Inhale deeply. Beautiful. And then exhale, bend your right knee, soften your right elbow, reverse warrior, a peaceful warrior reverse. Feel the opening of the right side of your rib cage, your intercostals. And now inhale, exhale for Parsva Konasana, side angle, placing your right elbow this time onto your right knee, right thigh, and swing gently your left arm down and up in a diagonal line, creating a straight line from the fingertips of your left hand all the way to your left ankle. Now reach out with your right arm, energize your core, awakening your obliques. Keep your chest open to your left side. Make sure your right knee stays on top of your ankle. Inhale into a 5-point and start reaching out to the sky. And then exhale, bring your hands onto your waist. Heels behind your toes for Prasarita Padottanasana. So you want to energize the quadriceps, the front of your thighs, to support your hamstring, the back of your thighs. Your kneecaps are actually coming up. Hug your elbows in. Inhale. Engage your core muscles. Even though you're going to fall forward, you want to activate your core. Will support and protect your back. Exhale, forward fold, aiming to place the crown of your head onto the floor. Prasarita Padottanasana B. Hug your elbows in. And now just place your hands onto the floor. Inhale, halfway lengthen. Exhale, side lunge to the front of your mat. So sit onto the side, right onto your right side. See if you can keep your heel onto the floor or not, is fine. Your left foot, left toes are maybe pointed up to the ceiling. Excellent. Stay here for a moment. Find yourself, settle yourself down. Maybe take your right arm underneath your right shin. Left arm goes up into the sky. Inhale, look up. Beautiful. And maybe you can create a bind behind your neck and behind your back, connecting your hands behind your back. And open your chest to the left. Just feel what is right for you today. If it doesn't feel right into the bind, just release the arms. And then slowly turn to your right side. Hold that transition into a runner lunge, into a lunge pose. Make sure your right knee stays on top of your ankle. Beautiful. Now, I'm going to give you two options. Option for a side plank. Option number one, that you take a hook and make a hook with the peace fingers, big toe, and then gently lower your left foot, the outer edge of your left foot onto the floor, and opening onto your left side for a side plank. Now again, this is an option, but if it's too much, just go into a simple side plank and just work on the alignment like Carly is doing now, a simple side plank, which is beautiful, well done. Go back into our lunge. Step back into a three-legged dog. Inhale. And then exhale. Bring that right knee towards your right elbow. Inhale, lifting your right leg up. Exhale, take it across. And then extend your leg. Inhale to bring your left arm into a falling triangle. Either stay there or once more energize your core and take your right leg off the floor. Beautiful. Feel what is right for you. Excellent. Bring your hands back onto the floor. Three-legged dog. Inhale, lifting your right leg up. Exhale, bend your right knee. Open your right hip onto the sky. Either stay here or explore with me the wild thing pose. A beautiful back bend. Open your chest to the sky. Breathe. Stay connected with your breathing. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, beautiful. Take that right knee towards your right wrist for a pigeon and tuck your toes. And take your hands underneath your shoulders. Take a moment to line up yourself before you come down into your pigeon. Look over your left shoulder. Make sure your left foot is lined up behind your left hip. On my case, I need to use a block underneath my right hip to make sure I do not collapse onto my right hip because my hips are quite tight. So I need to make sure that both hips are in the same level, the same height. Once I have that safe for myself, inhale, make a space, and then exhale, walk with your hands forward. First, you can land onto your forearms, which is perfectly fine. You can maybe stand a little bit forward and reach out with your arms if it's available for you. So you can reach forward, maybe cupping your fingers this time. So you stay on your fingertips and deepening your chest onto the floor. Feel the sensations in your body. Check your alignment. Go back with your hands underneath your shoulders. Maybe you can take the block from underneath if you're having the block under. And then slowly take your left leg to the front and find your way into a sitting position. Excellent. Check your legs maybe. With your arms overhead, inhale. And exhale, gently lower down halfway. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, just continue for a moment, energizing your core muscles. Inhale. And exhale, lower down. This time we go all the way down to the floor, reaching overhead with your arms. Inhale, arms up and chest. Exhale, roll back. Try to avoid the momentum, so that's doing very controlled manner. Inhale, arms overhead. And then exhale, lower down all the way, one vertebra at a time. Stay connected with your core. Beautiful. Reach overhead. Inhale. And exhale. Excellent. Arms overhead. Inhale. Exhale. Hold. Bend your knees. Let's come with your shins parallel to the floor for a moment. And then extend your legs into Navasana. The full expression of both. But if it's too hard for your core, you can always bend your knees and keep your shins parallel to the floor. Beautiful. Cross your legs. Let's find our way into Vinyasa. With intense cross and step back and lower down your chest, half plank. Otherwise, just cross your legs and roll yourself forward and do your Vinyasa, or skip it and go right away into Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Lifting your left leg up, inhale. Exhale, step between your hands with your left foot. Again, creating this organic transition into Virabhadrasana 2. Check your alignment, left heel, right arch. Inhale, Virabhadrasana, Warrior 2. Knee on top of your ankle, shoulders as tucked over your hips, tucking your tailbone under. Your left knee is active to the left, and the outer edge of your right foot anchor onto the floor. Dristi, looking at the mid finger of your left hand. Beautiful, a strong warrior. Extending your front leg. Inhale, Utthita Trikonasana, triangle pose. Lengthening forward, landing onto your shin, or maybe your peace fingers, big toe. Maybe you can place your hand on the outside or inside of your left foot. Do what feels right for you, but make sure you are not collapsing to either way. Remember, there are two invisible walls, one in front, one in the back. You don't want to touch them. You want to stay in between the two walls. Dristi, looking at your right hand. Inhale, reverse triangle. Look up to your hand. And then exhale, bending your left knee into a peaceful warrior, reverse warrior. Soften your left elbow, make placing your right hand behind your right knee. This time you're opening the left side of your rib cage, your intercostals. Beautiful side bend. Inhale. Exhale, Parsva Konasana, side angle. Take that right arm, swing down, and open your chest once more, creating this straight line from the fingertips of your right hand onto your right ankle. Energize your obliques, your core muscles, and take your left arm straight out, parallel to your right. Think about, imagine you are holding a ball between your arms, not too wide ball, of course, but just about shoulder width. Beautiful. Inhale into a 5-point star. Prasarita Padottanasana. And then, so take your heels behind your toes. So you feel that parallel to the outer, to the edges of the mat. Your kneecaps are coming up, so you energize your quadriceps. You energize your core muscles. Activate every part of your core. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Prasarita Padottanasana B. Aiming to bring the crown of your head onto the floor, hug your elbows in. You always need to do that depending on the flexibility and possibility of your shoulders. Beautiful. Release your hands onto the floor. Inhale, halfway lengthen. Exhale, side lunge to the front of your mat. This time you come to your left. See if you can keep your left heel on the floor. Or not, both are correct. Your right foot is pointed up to the ceiling or not. Take your left arm underneath your left shin maybe. And take your right arm up to the sky. Open your chest to the right. Look up. So you either stay here, which is absolutely fine, or maybe you can create a bind behind your legs and behind your back, connecting your hands and looking up to the sky, this beautiful blue sky we have today. Exactly. Now let's turn to your left. Back into our runner lunge. Your knee on top of your ankle. Now let's try that peace fingers in your big toe. Let's try this side into the side plank. Once more. The two options. Either you join me or just go into a normal side plank, placing your left foot on top of the right. Lower your right, the outer edge of your right foot onto the floor. Inhale, open your left leg up to the sky. Or you do my side plank, or you follow Carly into her plank. Beautiful. Oh, Carly, no worries. Go back into the runner lunge. Very good. Engage your core. Stay active. Inhale, lifting your left leg up. 3-leg dog. Inhale. Exhale, bring that left knee towards your left elbow. Inhale, taking your left leg up. Exhale, take it across to your right elbow. Extend your left leg. Lower your right heel onto the floor. Open to a falling triangle. Stay here. Or maybe you can take your left leg off the floor. Beautiful. Bend. Lift up. Inhale. Exhale, bend your left knee. Open that left knee to the sky. And stay here, opening that knee to the sky, your hips, or follow me into the wild thing, into a beautiful back bend. Open your chest to the sky. Inhale, go back into our 3-leg dog. And exhale, bring that left knee toward your left wrist into our pigeon and tuck your toes from your right foot. Walk with your hands back toward your hips, toward your knees, toward your legs. Look over your right shoulder. Make sure your right foot is lined up with your right hip. Again, if you need to use a block or a pillow underneath your left hip to maintain your hips line up in the same height. Inhale. And exhale, maybe come onto your forearms, or if it's available for you, reach out with your arms cupping your fingers today and deepening your chest on to the floor. Feel the sensations in your body. Observe the quality of your breathing. Beautiful. Coming back with your hands underneath your shoulders. Take the block away from you if you are using. Beautiful. Let's do once more our core. So let's take a low bow this time. Shins are parallel to the floor. Stay strong. Inhale to low bow. Lower back goes on the floor, chest stays up. Exhale, coming back slowly in a control manner. Inhale, keep your chest up. So make sure you don't arch your lower spine. Exhale, flattening your lower back onto the floor, and exhale, coming back. So avoid that arch on your lower spine when you go into the low bow. Inhale, flattening your lower back, and then exhale, coming back very slowly. Inhale, lower down, maybe you lower your legs. Make sure your lower back is grounded. Exhale. Beautiful. Inhale. Peace fingers, big toes. Let's go for Upavista Konasana. Opening your legs. Exhale. First is going to Vajrapanangustasana. Then Upavista Konasana this time. Beautiful. Open out. Close. Release. Inhale. And exhale. Reaching forward. Peace fingers, big toe in Paschimottanasana. Bend your elbows sideways. Aiming to bring your chest onto your thighs. Your torso onto your thighs. Rather than your forehead on your knees. Inhale. Beautiful. Exhale. Bring your right foot towards your right seat bone. So try to close. Maintain distance of 4 fingers between your right foot and your thighs. For Marichyasana. Externally rotate your right arm, connecting your hands behind your back. Inhale. Look up. Exhale, forward fold, aiming your forehead onto your knee. Beautiful. Inhale, release. All right, so let's try the other side. Reaching up with your left arm and forward, internally rotated. Bend and connecting your hands behind your back. Don't forget to keep energized your right leg. Curl your toes against to your right knee. Inhale, halfway lengthen. And exhale, gently release. Beautiful. Let's find our way into Vinyasa. Upward facing dog, inhale. And downward facing dog, exhale. Bend your knees, look into your hands, step or float. Inhale, halfway lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Rise up, Urdhva Hastasana, tall mountain. Inhale, and exhale, gently release. And let's go into a balance and stability for a flamingo. And maybe drinking flamingo. Let's see how far we can go with Carly today. So bring your right knee up towards your right shoulder. Create a strong stability on your left foot. Maybe holding with your left hand your right leg and reaching forward like we were doing in Marichyasana. Internally rotate your arm and then come up and lengthen. flamingo. Here we go, beautiful and straight. Inhale. And then exhale. Let's see if we can go into a drinking flamingo, Carly. So you're gonna gently bend over, fall forward, halfway, and hold. That is the drinking flamingo. Hold. Release your arms if you need to, and come up straight out. Very good. So let's try to see how it goes on to the other side. Try to do not avoid sudden movements and try to move gradually so you have more connection with the muscles you are using. So bring that left knee toward your left shoulder, reach out with your left arm, internally rotate your arm, connecting your hands behind your back, and then come up straight. Excellent. Oops. Inhale. And then see if we can go into the drinking flamingo. Exhale. Yes, Carly, we can do this. Excellent. Beautiful. If you want to release your leg to come up straight, it's fine. Inhale. Very nice. So come to the front of your mat. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lengthen. Exhale, step and lower down. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. All right, lower your knees onto the floor. Cross your legs and find your way into a sitting position. Beautiful. All right, inhale, arms up. And exhale. Engage your core muscles. And lower down one vertebra at a time. Now, we're going to explore two asanas here. It's going to be either Setu Bandhasana or Urdhva Dhanurasana. So let's start with the first one to see what is going to be your choice of today. You should be able to touch your heels with your fingertips. Feet are hip width apart. Maybe your feet a little bit to the inside. So when you lift your body, especially in Urdhva Dhanurasana, in the wheel pose, your feet tend to go parallel. So try to start a little bit with your toes. Your big toes just tiny, a little bit inside. All right, let's start first with the first one, which is the Setu Bandhasana, the first choice, sorry, the first option. Lifting your hips up, tucking your shoulders underneath, interlace your fingers, and lifting up. Open your chest, open your hips. But if you want to continue into Urdhva Dhanurasana, wheel pose, bring your hands underneath your shoulders, and lifting up your chest and your hips toward the sky. Beautiful. Really, really nice wheel pose, Carly. Look at her feet. They are parallel with each other now because she was having it inwards before she started. Now they are parallel. Knees are parallel, elbows are parallel. Really nice, nice pose. Lower gently down. Be very careful, very gentle with your body. Excellent. Now bring your knees onto your chest. Give a hug to your knees. Then open your arms to the side, inhale. And then exhale, bring your knees over to your right side. Gaze into your left, face into your left side. Inhale, center. And exhale, roll over to the other side. This time you are looking to your right side, gazing to your right. Inhale, center. Exhale, give one more hug to your knees. Lower your feet onto the floor and find your way into your Shavasana. Now, the palm of your hands are going to be facing up toward the sky. Your feet are falling sideways. Allow yourself to completely surrender into your mat. In Shavasana, we're looking for any tension left in your body after your practice. Searching, scanning through your body, from your feet, through your legs, the back and in the front of your thighs, your hips, And then your abs completely loose, coming up into your chest, shoulders, arms, your hands, even your fingers completely loose, your neck, and then the muscles on your face, between your eyebrow. Just completely surrender. Let it go. Now, I strongly advise you to stay much longer into a Shavasana. Shavasana is the most important pose during the whole practice. If you have the time, please stay for at least 5 more minutes if it's available. For us, our practice is coming into an end. So if you want to finish with us, start moving your toes, your fingers, the muscles on your legs, your arms, maybe your head from side to side. And then extend your arms overhead, reach overhead, make yourself very long. Relax, bend your knees, and then roll over to your right side. And then with the assistance of your left arm, come up into a sitting position. And we are going to end as we started, maybe sitting on a bolster, or on a block, or on the floor, in Sukhasana, cross legs, anything you want to do, lotus, half lotus. Get your hands onto your thighs, your knees. And roll your shoulders to the back, your chin is parallel to the floor. Just completely let it go. Maybe you remember the intention you set for your practice today. Beautiful. Bring your hands together in front of your heart center. And then bow to yourself and thank yourself for your practice, for the energy and the effort you put into it today. And I thank you very much for joining my practice today. I thank very much Carly for being with me. And have a fantastic day. And namaste. Thank you very much.